as New York City has increasing crime rates. Mayor Bill de Blasio believes that he's made the city safer. Apparently, he hasn't looked into literally the downtown area of New York because apparently he doesn't live in the real world. So I don't know what city he's made safer, but I'm sure as how he's not talking about New York City. Crime is skyrocketing, violence is increasing, people are getting shot and killed just out of the blue. And what does Bill de Blasio say? Well, we've made this city safer by releasing our criminals into the streets. Yep, pretty much. He believes that because he released prisoners early from their sentences because of COVID-19, he believes the city is now safer than ever. When in reality, it's literally much worse. But we're not going to be talking about this particular situation because I want to expose to you, if you guys aren't aware, some of you guys already don't like the mayor of New York City by the name of Bill de Blasio. But I'm going to tell you what his priority is right now. Well, people are getting shot. Well, the 1-year-old gets shot and killed in his own city, by the way, and he doesn't seem to care about that. You want to know what he does care about? Forget the killers, forget the murderers, forget those who are destroying, robbing, and burning down buildings. Forget those people. Those people are not worthy of his time and is not worthy of arresting. You want to know who is worthy of arresting? Two people who splashed paint on the Black Lives Matter mural. You want to know why? Because de Blasio helped paint that mural. He did. So, out of all the people he wants to arrest, he wants to arrest two people who splashed paint over their Black Lives Matter mural in front of Trump Tower. That's what he cares about. But that 1-year-old kid, he doesn't care about catching that kid's killer. He doesn't care about that. He cares about two people that splash paint over yellow words. That's pretty much what he cares about. Two arrested for splashing paint on de Blasio's Black Lives Matter mural. On Friday afternoon, two people were arrested for throwing blue paint on the Black Lives Matter mural outside of Trump Tower in Manhattan. One of the people arrested was wearing a rainbow flag and a shirt emblazoned with the slogan "All Lives Matter." NBC News reported, adding that roughly 10 people were part of the group from which the two suspects came. Wow, de Blasio not only does he lack priorities in terms of who he's arresting, but he's arresting someone from the LGBTQ community. Oh my god, I can't believe de Blasio is anti-LGBTQ. Oh wait, that's right, he's a communist, and communists hated people that were of LGBTQ, but hey, I'm not the expert. I mean, I kind of know history. I actually am a history major. But forget my expertise. Let's listen to the guy who literally joined the Sandinistas in Nicaragua. That's what he did. He literally went to Nicaragua to support the communist movement over there. Yeah. And his name is not Bill de Blasio, by the way. It's actually completely different. He actually changed his name to Bill de Blasio, but that's not his name. Anyways, let's keep going. The NBC News reporter stated, as we know, police are stationed just outside Trump Tower almost every day. The reporter added that he asked one of the people who threw the paint to explain why she did it, but she did not answer. On Monday morning, a man splashed red paint over the Black Lives Matter mural painted on the street in front of Trump Tower, Manhattan, on Fifth Avenue, the same mural that Mayor Bill de Blasio helped paint last Thursday as he yelled, we are saying Black Lives Matter in New York City and Black Lives Matter in the United States of America. Let's show Donald Trump what he does not understand. Let's paint it right in front of him. Let's paint it right in front of his building for him. Okay, Bill de Blasio, you say Black Lives Matter. Let's show them that Black Lives matter in New York City. What about that 1-year-old kid? Does his life matter? What about that father who was shot crossing the street with his daughter? Does his life matter? I don't see you holding protests for them. You only care about You only care about George Floyd. And like I said, even though I do not agree with the way George Floyd died, the man wasn't a saint, and that's where. And the kind of songs brought this up. She disagreed with the idea of people literally making George Floyd to be a saint when George Floyd was a criminal. So if we're gonna protest anyone's life, right? If we're gonna protest for someone's life, it should be someone that didn't cause harm. We should be if anything, we should be protesting for the life of this 1-year-old boy. This 1-year-old boy, probably the worst thing he ever did was disobey his parents by crying because he was hungry, right? That's probably the worst thing he did. This kid wasn't assaulting people. This kid wasn't threatening pregnant women with murder if they didn't comply with his terms. Nope. George Floyd did, however. He had a long criminal record. So why are we making this guy to be a saint? Like I said, I don't agree. I don't agree with the way he died. But the guy clearly wasn't a saint. So to De Blasio, if Black Lives Matter really matter in New York City, why don't you call out and look for the murder of a 1-year-old boy that got shot in your city? What's that? Oh, it doesn't fit your narrative. Okay. ABC News, which obtained a copy of the video showing the man splashing the paint, reported the suspect was described as a white male wearing a black hat and a black t-shirt who fled westbound on West 56th Street. Last week, appearing on CNN with host Wolf Blitzer, the Blasio took aim at President Trump, who said that the mural denigrated Fifth Avenue. But really? Denigrated? De Blasio called Trump's remarks about the mural pure racism, stating that the mural was liberating Fifth Avenue. Really? Really? Liberating? Oh, okay. Very, very fancy choice of words. And this is what De Blasio said. We're taking resources from our police department and putting it into youth programs. We're acknowledging institutional racism and coming up with specific plans to tear it down. We need to take this transcendent moment and get the most out of it. But the president, rather than having a chance to acknowledge America's original sin, he literally made it worse by suggesting that honoring black people on Fifth Avenue would somehow make it less valuable or luxurious. I gotta tell you, people are outraged by that, but more importantly, they're speaking out, and folks today felt jubilant and triumphant. We were not denigrating Fifth Avenue. We were liberating Fifth Avenue by putting those crucial words right there in front of President Trump's building. Okay, that's your argument, huh? Forget the I think it was called the Garden of Heroes that Trump opened, where he literally honored Frederick Douglass and people like Harriet Tubman. Forget those people. Apparently that's not good enough for these people. You're liberating Fifth Avenue. Of course you are. You're liberating Fifth Avenue of their cops, because now crime is skyrocketing. So hey, to you, Bill De Blasio, you are a huge hypocrite. Meanwhile, earlier this week, the Daily Wire reported that a man who allegedly beat the highest-ranking uniformed cop in New York City Police Department, as well as 12 other police officers, was released from jail without bail. This right here can show you the priorities this mayor has. Oh, what's that? You beat a chief of police? You beat him up? I'm gonna let you go. We don't care. Wait, what did that person do? They splashed paint over my mural? Oh, how rumph, I say! You behead this person, send them to jail, and throw away the key. That's the priority of this mayor. So I don't feel bad for the people of New York City. You voted for this man. That's how democracy works, right? That's how it works. The majority wins, right? So I'm assuming the majority voted for this man, and this is what you're getting. Now, I'm not saying that these people deserve to die. The people that have been killed deserve to die. But next time, when it comes to election, if you're gonna choose Bill De Blasio, you're asking for this. You're asking. That's literally what you're asking for. You already know what this guy's doing. You already know what he cares about. He cares more about protecting his little work of art than actually putting criminals back in prison. Not to mention, he will arrest people for quote unquote defacing his little work of art. But if someone shoots a 1-year-old boy, oh, he doesn't care about that. So for the people in New York City, the next time this man is up for election, you have a choice. You can either vote this man out and put someone that's actually going to care about your needs and actually has some sort of common sense, or you can continue to vote for this man, and at that point, you're just asking for trouble. You're just asking for it. And at that point, it's going to be hard for me to feel bad for you if I know that the majority of you are voting for this man to stay as mayor of New York City. Like I said, this is the priorities of the mayor. He will let criminals out. If you kill a 1-year-old boy in the city, he doesn't care. But if you dare even splash a little bit of paint on his little work of art, he will arrest you for it. Talk about priorities. If you guys like this video, hit the like button, subscribe if you're new, share this video, that helps out a lot. And then if you did subscribe, hit the notification button and hit all notifications, that way you never miss an upload. I'll see you guys next time. Have a good rest of the day, and God bless America.